Okay, looks like we're live. Hello. Alright. Now just let me get situated here. Alive? Yes. You. Yo, what's good? What's good, guys? How we doing? How are we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Alright. Red boy? Absolutely. That's Mr. Rosacea taking the hold of me. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. We are now in the chair. Boom. Your voice sounds different? I'm sick. That's why. I'm very sick. Well, not very sick. It's kind of affecting my voice just a little bit, so. Not nearly as much in, like, other ways, but. The sound is. Hold on. Okay. No? Okay, yeah, that's good. SanicBoi, Glaze JI block. Alright. What's good? J block 61227. How you doing, man? What's good, my favorite YouTuber? Absolutely. Can you do a whimper video? What? Are you excited about Galaxy? The movie? Yes, I am. J Blocks, you're just glazing? Oh, come on. Gotta be someone's favorite, you know? Love the Grandpa Boy skit. Thank you guys so much. I'm not sure I'm gonna get the review out for the lag. Ugh. Don't know about that. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to get the review out for the Chaotix Case Files episode 0 and 1. So you're gonna have to just stick with me for a second, because obviously I know I'm sick. It's gonna be a bit, you know, because, well, obviously my voice sounds really different right now. So maybe I'll try to film with this voice, who knows, but yeah. And every single time I try to use my normal voice, it kind of just sounds weird. Like, so I kind of have to just stay up here for a little bit. So, especially if I try to use my normal voice. Because my normal, as you guys can normally tell, my normal voice is a lot high, I wouldn't say a lot, but it's a little bit lower than this. So, you low-key sound like Grandpa Boy?
No, this sounds like Grandpa Boy.
I do that weird accent thing with him. I don't know where that started from. It was supposed to be like an old person accent, like, oh, back in my day. I remember I used that voice for a little bit, but then,
I kind of switched to a more, you know, like this.
Wait, no, what'd that say? It said something about the Mario movie? Yoshi? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited, bro.
Yoshi!
Boom. Yo, Spider-Man brand new day release 6 months from now? Absolutely. Yep. Spider-Man brand new day, baby. Let's go. Can't wait. Dude, this year's Super Bowl, gonna be great. Not only are we gonna get, like, 6 brand new full bunch of film trailers, we're also getting Seahawks back in the Super Bowl since, what, 2015? That was the last time they were in there. So I'm happy about that. Yeah. I gotta agree with him. We need a spinoff. Yeah, I'd say so. You sound like the Slug Lady from Monsters Inc. when you did it. The Slug Lady.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Yeah. 9 film trailers of the Super Bowl. 9! Really? Wow. That's actually a lot. Yeah, if only I could get my camera to look like this all the time, because this actually looks great for a video. I would love that. But, obviously I think we all know that won't happen. I'm praying we'll get the trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day at the Super Bowl. I think we're absolutely 100% going to. It's releasing around the same time as Spider-Man Brand New Day. And around the same time as Deadpool and Wolverine did. We got a Super Bowl trailer for that. In fact, Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming, like, a month before Deadpool and Wolverine did. So I think, I think Brand New Day trailer at the Super Bowl is a very good guess. The reason why your name is _bagels because you just like a food and you're a food instead of us a food. Guys, let's not beef. Let's Let's not beef, please. I'm not trying to get some controversy in my chat today. I can't deal with it. My voice is not equipped. Spider-Man Brand New Day is one of the 9 trailers, absolutely. I think it's going to be like the new Minions movie, Supergirl, Avengers Doomsday, Brand New Day, Toy Story 5, Super Mario Galaxy. You guys can think of any other big ones? I can't off the top of my head. But yeah, it's going to be nice. Also, wait, I'm not sure. Did you have that desk? Wait, did you have that desk before the remodel, or was it always there? This right here? Yes, I've always had this. This has been I think you have seen it since literally like a year into my channel's run. I think I've had this on the set. And maybe you guys didn't always see it because last time when we were in the corner, like right here, it was literally stretched across that same wall. Sonic 3 was right there, and usually I'd always block it, and there's a lot of stuff on it that usually you can't really see it all the time. But now that's off to the side here, I think it's much more visible. Obviously, you have a lot more space here, and well, you know, definitely not. All right, what about the other shelf? You mean, I'm going to point, and you're going to respond, okay? This one, I would assume. Maybe it looks bigger. Please tell me you're referring to this one, because I do actually have an explanation for you. If you're seeing something over here, this is my bed. So, I would hope you're talking about this. Because it's placed different. Yes, this is... Actually, both things are placed different. Yes, okay. So, that one, it is, originally, how you saw it, it was flipped on its side right here, and it's essentially where this desk is, just a little bit over closer to the wall. In fact, where this space right here, you guys have probably never seen this part of the desk before, because this thing right here has always been up against it, and it goes that way. Hi, this is my first live stream here. Nice, man. Welcome to the stream. Oh boy, well, I got a new Roblox bacon hair and Sonic toy. I'm getting another bacon hair plush by. Can't wait till February 2nd. Ah, nice. That's great, man. But yeah. This is like the biggest departure for the SanicBoi set that I think we've had, because the first set, it was literally just this, like it was on its side, just perfectly fine, and then you had some like wall decoration. That was pretty much it. Because then I remember I was so bad. I can't believe I did this, but I showed like the clutter of my room, which it's barely here anymore. I've definitely gotten better about hiding it technically, but yeah, it was all there. You could see it. And then, eventually, what I started to do was, I got the desk. This desk, which has been on my set for, like, 3 years now. And, it's okay if you take a break. Your voice sounds like it needs a break. No. My voice doesn't hurt. It's just something that's in my throat, you know? It doesn't hurt. If I lose my voice tomorrow, I guess I probably should have taken the day off. But that's fine. We're only 8 minutes in the stream. I feel great. I low-key miss the old setup. I kind of do, too. But I cannot deny this is kind of gas. Like, come on. This looks great. What's good, Angela Emerald YT? How you doing, man? But yeah, like I was saying, I got the desk, and then it was this, and then this right here on its side, just together. It was a full set. It went along that wall right there, and I kept that for like 2 years. It was 2022 and 3, I believe, is when I kept that around. And then I think I kept that until the big break of May 2024, where I just wasn't making videos. I wasn't really online all that much either. I was just like low-key chilling, you know, away from the internet. So yeah, there was that. And then in between that period of time, when I came back and when I left, I completely redid the room, and that's where most of my subscribers know me from. That's what my old set was. It was the desk right here, and then this thing right here was stretched, like where my bed is and where the current desk is now. And then my bed was over on that side where the old set used to be. That was a big departure. I thought I saved so much space, but now, with it like this, I have so much more room in my room. You know, but no, I think this is great. I think this saves the most space. I think it's great. Yeah. I think if we can really keep this going, I think this might just be what we use for the rest of the time on the SanicBoi set. I don't want to have to, like, keep constantly flipping it back between different things, like, every year or so. So I think I'm just going to keep it like this. I think it's going to be cool. You know, I have to go, SanicBoi. Alright, see ya, man. Is this... Also, what happened to the Sonic figure collection? Is it still in the setup? It's all right here. All of it. Like... You may not be able to see all of them because it's kind of like in shadows and stuff like that, and all these big ones filling up the top. There's also some down here as well in the 2-inch collection is right across here. But yeah, it's still there. It's still very visible from a right angle, you know. It's definitely different though. Bro, can you search up your iPad Jazz Blocks, please? I'm sorry, dude, my iPad died. Have you seen the FNAF 2 movie? What do you think of it? I have not seen it yet, and I haven't even seen the first one. Mostly because I don't want to, like, I guess I could go to the library or something, like, pick up the DVD. But, I don't know. I just don't want to pay for Peacock. I think that's my biggest thing. Because that's the most convenient way to do it. I could just get it all at my house. But, I don't know. Oh, bro's scared? Ah, I'm not scared. Unless you're talking about someone else. I don't know. But, yeah. As you guys can see, we got 2 brand new Funko Pops to our collection. We got the Jet and SBO. 2 of the ones that I was really excited about. I still need Neo Metal Sonic. And boom. Boy, pirate it. I know there's the whole pirating thing, but like, it's off Peacock, it's on Prime. That's even worse. If it was up to me, I'd be paying for Prime. Like, I wouldn't be doing like Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max. I wouldn't be doing that stuff. I'd be doing Prime. Maybe the Disney Plus, HBO Max, Hulu bundle. That's it. But maybe Netflix now, because everything Warner Bros. Is moving over to Netflix. But yeah. Can you do it after the stream? Absolutely, man. How long do you edit a video on average? It takes me longer to edit videos than it does to actually film them. Like actual filming time, when I click record and then stop clicking record. That amount of time. Double or triple what I take to record on a lot of occasions. And sometimes it takes me a full day to edit stuff. Mostly because I hate to break it to you guys, but editing on a phone is not fun. Especially with what I do, it's not exactly fun. If I had a laptop, this would be done in like an hour. But realistically, it takes me like anywhere from 3 to 5 hours ish on a good day. If it's like a 10-minute video, or 10 to 15 minute, just about. Which editing software app do you use for your videos? I don't think I've asked this before. It doesn't matter if you asked it before or not. It's InShot. I use InShot for my InShot for iOS. Is what I use. It's really great. I've been using it for what, like since August of like 2023, I want to say. Originally I was using Splice, but then I'd realized, oh, I did not sign up for the subscription even though I was paying for it, so I just completely went off that service. Honestly, I think Splice was better. Although I did use Premiere Rush for a little bit. It's kind of I don't like Premiere Rush. It's like InShot, but worse. So I switched to InShot. And that's what I've been using for the last almost 3 years. Yeah, I recently got InShot, but for me, I use CapCut. That's true. I don't know. Hold up. Far be it for me to say that I care about where my information is going. Oh man, I'm gonna throw up. Ah! Anyway, like I said, far be it from me to care where my information's going. Like, I really could not care less. That's more my parents' thing. It's like all the ByteDance information goes directly to the CCP. You know, it's not for me, bro. At least not yet. I just don't want to use CapCut too, because it's more so for like short form content, and it's very obvious that it's made for that. So, and I don't want to pay for it, so I don't have the watermark. But yeah, you want to know my twin brother channel name? Sure. Let's see. Yo, you heard or seen One Piece? I have not. I have heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, back to the bro pirate it thing. I hate to sound like a goody two-shoes here, but I could instantly pirate whatever I want at the touch of my finger. But I don't feel comfortable doing that, one, because I don't want a virus on my device. Two, second of all, it just feels kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know, you know? Sonic and Fortnite? Not yet. We'll see. Fun fact, Sonic and Mario cover art. Wait. The Chaotix are on the case. Yes, I will get around to talking about the Chaotix case files as soon as I can. Hopefully. Do you have an icon skin? Absolutely not. Have you watched My Hero Academia? I've watched the first 2 seasons, and that's it. I thought the first season was alright. Second season, oh my goodness, it's so slow. It's like so slow. And that was an issue in the first season as well, but the second season, oh my goodness, I swear, like the entire season stretched over like 2 or 3 days, I think. Like, it's just really boring. Do you play Poppy Playtime? No, I don't. I'm just not on that. Third season, the best, bro. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. But I don't want to sit through mediocrity to get to a potential third season. You know, that's just not how I roll. If the first two seasons are mid, I'm just not gonna watch it. That's how I thought. A show that I do actually watch, House. I thought that's how it was gonna be. I was in the first season, second season. Not for me. And I leave, but no, it's great. I'm on like season 6 now. I think it's great. But yeah, it's just not for me. I can't do the whole sit through these 2 seasons and then bada bing, bada boom, you know. But yeah, like you said, I've heard the rest of the series is great, so I might have to check it out sooner or later. But we'll have to wait and see on that. What's good, Jake the Hedgehog? How you doing, man? Let's see. Oh, Bucky's super biggest fan. What's good, Roy Rocky 237? How you doing, man? But yeah. Anyone new who's joining? My voice sounds different because I'm a bit sick right now, so don't worry about me. I'm fine. Just a little throat bug, you know. But yeah, like I was saying about the Funko Pops, I still need to get my hands on Blaze and Neo Metal Sonic. Then I'm pretty much caught up for the mainline ones, except for like 1 or 2 here or there. But I don't really care about those ones as much. But I'm at least happy to have my favorite Sonic character and a pretty cool other Sonic character, you know? Do you like Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Oh, do I like Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Hold on, let me get something. Are you gonna check out the movie Hoppers? Probably not. Let me get something straight. I love Pixar. What they've been pumping out these last couple years has been like mid for me. Absolute mid. And it's so annoying too because like literally some of my favorite films have been from Pixar, like in general, not just animated movies. So it's so sad to see like such a company that's like so beloved fall so far short of what they should be getting. Yeah, Hoppers does not excite my interest whatsoever. I have all 3 of them all together in a store. Lol. I'm not gonna watch Hoppers. Anyway, who's saying something about Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Because, well, this isn't my full collection. But, I have all the books, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in here. I have 16 in there. And I know for a fact that there are other Diary of a Wimpy Kid books in that bookshelf over there. So, yeah. Turning Red was some mid. Lightyear was awful. Elemental was fine. We don't speak about Elio. Sorry. Was Lightyear really that bad? I remember watching it, I was like, that's alright. You know, perfectly serviceable content, but nothing I'd go back and rewatch. Was it really that bad? Like, really? I haven't seen Elio, so, yeah, Lightyear was trash. Alright. Hey, that just goes to show my personal taste about movies may not always be the popular one. But, yeah, I didn't think it was too bad. I wouldn't go back and watch it again if I had the chance, but, it wasn't, like, atrocious, in my opinion, at least. But, yeah. Yeah, ow. That hurt. That hurt right where it's not supposed to hurt. Ow. Yeah. Alright. Let me go put this back, and then we can start up the conversation again. Okay. If they made a Poppy Playtime movie, would you make it? Nah, probably not. You feeling alright, bro? I'm just a bit sick. You know? It's been a while. Hard time to connect since the blackout hour. Oh, you're there. Oh, my goodness. Wow, I'm sorry, man. Hope you're staying safe over there. I've heard about the protests and stuff like that, the freedom rallies. That's insane stuff, dude. I hope you're doing good. Staying safe. Stay inside. That's probably the better option there. Hope your family and stuff's doing alright. Well, my brother's not here right now? Alright. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Do you know why? No, I don't. The cold, huh? It's going around everywhere. Yeah, I think so. I'm in South Carolina. It's snowing. Dude, we've only gotten 1 snow so far. It was last Wednesday. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I didn't go to the protest because I know it's not risk-worthy. That's true. That's true. Yeah, so I'm glad you're staying safe. You're staying safe, man. That's great. Yeah, like half of the people at my school were gone on Friday because they were sick. I felt like a little something in my throat, but I wasn't like coughing or anything like that. In fact, my coughs were very like small. Like nothing like this came out whatsoever, even though there was like something there. It was weird. XXX Tension or Juice World? Tension. It's not even close. Yep, XXX Tension. You know? It's not even close, I wouldn't say. Because he's lucky he had 10 weeks of vacation. Wow, that is pretty lucky. 10 weeks of vacation. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. I wish I had 10 weeks of vacation. Oh, we got summer, though. We got summer. That's about 10 weeks. Ish, give or take. Nowadays it is. Man, the year's... Man of the Year by Juice WRLD is a goated song. That's true. That's true. According to the law of gravitation, the world's most attractive person is also the world's most heaviest person. Oh, that's true. That's very true. That's so true. Dude, maybe Isaac Newton was on something with that, you know? He was onto something, I'd say. I got the Sonic Prime pack and my 9 is defective, but it looks better because he's not smiling. I like it. Nice. And come and go. My only concern is what's going to happen now that the U.S. sent military towards the seas of Iran. Jesus, just war after war after... Yeah, I hope... Why can't we just do what we did with Maduro and just, like, get you guys all good and done over there and then we don't have to worry about it? Like, we spent, what, 20 years in the Middle East fighting in Afghanistan, Iraq, stuff, places to that... places like that. And with Maduro in Venezuela, it took us like 60 minutes. It took us like an hour to get that guy out of there. What are we doing, bro? Like, why can't we just do that with you guys and have that be the end of it? Well, of course, you need to like consider like, is this going to be the best thing for your country? Is someone else going to rise to power and be another tyrannical regime? You know, that's something you need to consider. And of course, the U.S. would probably be running that if that would be the case. But you know. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I have not, but I do want to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That seems like such a good movie. I've seen Chip and Dale, the 2022 one, I think, and that was kind of mid. Just kind of saw that as a worse version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I have a confession. Go ahead, man. But like I was saying, yeah, you'd have to like make sure that another tyrannical regime doesn't get into power over there. And the U.S. would probably be overseeing that if we were the ones who get the regime out of there. So maybe it wouldn't be just an hour simple thing like it is with Venezuela, even though we're also over there as well. But, yeah, that's going to be a long process that I don't think... Of course it'd be good, like for the people of Iran and stuff like that, but I don't think... Well, it's going to be bad. Because I know... Everyone says we destroy their nuclear weapon program. I still think they have nukes hidden somewhere. Like, 100%. Like, yeah. So I was going to say, stream. I'm still a streamer. I just don't know how to talk. Alright. I've never seen the live-action Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies and, like, the first animated one. Whoa! Dude, you need to watch the animated ones, you know? I mean, not the animated ones. You need to watch the live-action ones with, Zachary Gordon, or whatever the live-action Greg name is, you know? Love that guy. And Roger Kefri. Yeah, it's so iconic. Love those films. They're great. Some of the best coming-of-age stories I've ever seen. I mean, it's really complicated. Let's say the USA took over, just be as bad because Trump isn't trustworthy at all. That's true. And I think if we were to go ahead and do a regime change over there, and I think it'd be much more for our national interest than it would be for you guys. That's what's because you guys have a lot of oil. The Middle East is kind of known for it. But, yeah, I think... It would be less so if we were to go in and do something. It would more so be for our interests as opposed to you guys, even though you guys are still getting served with regime change. Yeah, I guess that's a fair point because Trump said we were going to be running Venezuela for a little bit. Like a month ago, he said that when we captured Maduro, and haven't really done anything, have we? Like, we opened sanctions again, opened up the airspace. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we've done with Venezuela, which, hate to say, kind of disappoints me. We should be going in and getting all the oil as soon as possible. I place my interests in the country first, and that's pretty much it. If there's other countries that need help, I'd rather we help ourselves first. So it really kind of upsets me that, okay, we have a hold of Venezuela now. Why are we not taking the oil? Why is this not going immediately back to American infrastructure? And, yeah, it's just one of those nothing ever happens kind of things. But yeah, I think it'd be a very similar situation if we were to go in and change the regime in Iran. I think it'd be a very similar situation. Obviously, I think you guys might end up in a better spot either way, because then if we send the military in, everything's done, no more orders are given, you might stop the protests and stuff like that. But, who knows, you know? Do you watch Doomblazer? If not, he's a pretty cool YouTuber who talks about comic book movies. I think I have seen him. I think I've watched a couple of his videos. I think he's done pretty good. Yeah, I remember him. He does really good stuff. I like him. I'm not sure if I'm subscribed, but yeah. Not the long haul. Not that I haven't seen it, but it's just the gamer guy I know. But yeah, don't watch the long haul. Just act like it doesn't exist. Although there is a Sonic cameo in that movie. That's really the only thing I have to say about the long haul movie. You know? But, yeah. Watch it for the Sonic Boom cameo, and that's pretty much all you need to watch it for. That happens like 15 minutes into the movie. Alright, let's see. But yeah. Does XX look like a pineapple head? A bit. I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I'm trying to, like, picture what he looks like in my mind, because I haven't seen a photo of him in a really long time. I like XX, of course. Like, some of his songs, great songs. I just don't listen to him on the regular. But from what I remember, yes, he does. Yeah. I have another confession. Go right ahead. If it's as great as the last one, we should be in for a good discussion here. What do you think of the new KOX case files? Oh, should I say? Ooh, shoot, links that don't work. Links don't work? Yeah, they don't. I wanted to bring this up in the Mario Galaxy Movie Direct. Apparently, they're adding visual and Sonic elements. Really? Really? Sonic Prime Season 3 is my favorite after Season 2. Crazy statement. Crazy statement. Anyways, I have to go by. Alright, see you, man. Crazy statement. Crazy statement. You just put Season 3 of Sonic Prime over Season 2. Look. When can you get them to work? They don't. I don't know why they just don't work. I've tried to fix it in the past because I've noticed that myself, but it just doesn't work. And people are like, the what elements? Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. But yeah, the KOX case files. Oh. Hey, I like them. They're really cool. They're really good. I don't really have, like, much incentive to watch them. Like, or listen to them, technically. But, I do think Sonic Prime Season 2 is better, though. I think everyone can agree on that for the most part. Season 2 is a step up from Season 1, but Season 3 just takes an immediate nosedive, in my personal opinion. I'm saying, like, Season 2 more than 3. Wait, what? Is that what you said? Oh, after! Okay. Yeah, that's, whoops. Season 3 was a Forces wannabe. I wouldn't say it's that bad. It's just kind of like content that's just spewed out at you. I think that's what Season 3 is for me. But, what was I talking about? KOX case files. From what I've listened to, they're great. I don't really have much incentive to go and watch them. I think that's like the biggest thing I have to get over, because I still haven't finished episode 1. I still need to go back and watch it. Action over plot? Yes. Yes, I think that's what Season 3 suffers from. I got my friend hooked on Sonic after showing him the trailer for Sonic Prime Season 3. Really? But I liked it. I mean, yeah, you could like it. I'm not going to say that it's not good. That's the problem with eating up the pacing. That's true. I think like the 45-minute fight like was stretched over like 3 episodes, and it was just not good. I don't think. But yeah, the Chaos Case Files. No incentive to watch them or listen to them whatsoever. They're really interesting. They're really good. But man, if I was just not really all that interested in watching them, you know, I think, especially in how we're doing stuff right now, in terms of Sonic writing in the main series, I think it's very evident that they want to be more lore focused. And this just seems like its own self-contained story. And I feel like they're doing this for a reason, too. So when I'm not immediately presented with a reason as to why they're doing something, it just kind of falls flat. At least in terms of Sonic stuff. Like the IDW comics, I think that's like their biggest thing is that like they have not acknowledged Frontiers. They're very light on the references ever since Evan Stanley came in. And while she does reference things here and there, it's like not as blatant or as plot relevant as it was back then, you know? I think it's like the biggest problem now, too. If the Sonic show were to come out, what would you want it to be? Canon? Would you want it to be canon, but 3D, but not 2D? Not canon, but 3D? It's a YouTube exclusive. Oh! I would take YouTube exclusive, because that's free. I don't really care about the canonicity of stuff. Like, if people want to call something canon, they can call it canon. And if I don't want to call something canon, I don't have to call it canon. In fact, I'll say the opposite, which is what I do with Sonic Prime. But, I don't think it matters really either way. As long as we get a good quality Sonic show, I think it's fine. Would you rather... Who would you put up for the live-action Miles Morales Spider-Man? The black guy in Stranger Things season. In fact, he's in the entire show. I don't remember what his name is, but it's the... Lucas, I think is the character's name. Whoever that kid is, he does a great job with that. I think he should play Miles Morales. Miles Morales is a character near and dear to my heart personally. I love the Spider-Verse movies, his own game. His comics aren't the best, but you know, I still enjoyed my time reading them. You know, I think Miles Morales has such untapped potential as a character. And I know who you're talking about. All right, just want to make sure. I think Miles has such untapped potential as a character. And I think if the MCU could really flesh him out, or some other projects relating to the Spider-Man universe that he's in, I think that'd be really cool. I don't think the Insomniac games do nearly enough to establish Miles as his own character. Like it's cool that he likes hip hop. You know, he does his whole shtick of electric and invisible powers, you know, that are different from Peter's. But, at the end of the day, this guy's still just Spider-Man with a couple of extra things, you know? Like, I think that's what the Spider-Verse movies do so well, is they differentiate him so much from Peter Parker. Or at least the 616 variation of Peter Parker, which is Peter B. Parker. Peter B. Parker. I think he turns into his own character, and that's what the video games and the comic series and the animation should be adapting. Do you think Poppy Playtime will have a 6th game? Maybe, if it makes enough money, I think. Franchises will go on for as long as people want to keep paying for them, I think is essentially my thing. Stutter? My name is Peter... My name is Peter B. Parker. Peter B. Parker. I think they might reveal something in the case files about the new game or something else, like the new research earlier. That's very true. Like I said, I haven't finished episode 1, so I don't know if there's anything like a really good hook to listen to episode 2, which is probably coming this Tuesday if I had to guess. But I don't know. Maybe there's something interesting and that I'm just missing, and then maybe after stream I'll just listen to that the entire time. The last like 20 minutes or something I need to listen to. But yeah. There's a very good hook. Ooh, yeah. See, I haven't seen like anyone talk about episode 1, so I like have not been spoiled at all. Do not spoil me. Do not spoil me, by the way. So maybe I will. Maybe after the stream, I'll go in and watch, and maybe if I feel really compelled enough, maybe I'll start making the review. You know? But yeah, I won't spoil it. But I thought the episode 1 was pretty good. All right. That's all I need. That's all I need to watch it. You know? But like I was saying, I just don't really have like incentive to just like. Okay, I'm sitting in my bed. What do? Listen to the Chaos Case Files, obviously. Like, I don't think that. Like last night, I was sitting in my bed. What could I have been doing? Listening to the Chaos Case Files? what do I actually do? I was reading through Genesis of my Bible, and I think it was actually a lot more interesting. This actually was probably better for me to do that then. But yeah, I just like in comparison to everything else, I just have like no reason to watch the listen to the thing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those I'll get around to it when I can kind of a things, especially with the next few episodes. I don't know. I just want to go to a Sonic concert, bro. I do too. They've never come to my area. Even though we have a decently sized metropolitan area, which maybe could support a Sonic Symphony, you know? I mean, hey, or a Crush 40 thing, you know? I know who would they have a villain. That's Chapter 5 is probably like 10-minute villain is the prototype, and the prototype is who controls all the villains. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. I say so. Just develop his story further in Part 6. I don't know. I'm like so over those games though. Like the episodic like horror mascot games, like Poppy Playtime, Garden of Banban, you know, stuff like that. Or heck, even Bendy and the Ink Machine did that too. And like I don't know, it just doesn't capture my interest nearly as much as it did like back then anymore. At least it's like 2020, 2021 because you're scared. No. FNAF isn't episodic though. FNAF has its own individual games that you're just supposed to grind forever. But with the Poppy Playtime episodes and Bendy and Garden of Banban, they're all very specifically pieces of a plot. And that can work well. Like, the Telltale games, I think they do that perfectly. Especially because they're more so meant to be watched rather than a full game to experience, you know, and play through. But, like, ones with actual gameplay just doesn't make that much sense to me. But no, I'm not scared. Like, I remember watching Markiplier. Did he play through that? I know he's played through Garden of Banban. I remember watching him do that. That was only like a couple years ago though. But like yeah, like 2020, 2021, that was like big horror mascot. I think that's honestly where it reached its peak is back in 2020, 2021, even into 2022. I'd argue is where it reaches peak, and then now it's just kind of like fading out for me. He played Poppy Playtime. All right, I think I do remember him watch. I think I do remember what him. And Corey X Kenshin, dude. Those were the days. I remember him playing Poppy Playtime all the time. I remember we used to watch those videos back to back. Those ones are great. William, all right. Michael, we got to go to Freddy's, but first I need to go to the market for some pliers. Say that again. Say that again. Why did I do that? Say that again. Say that again. You know, that sounds a lot more like Miles Teller. Yeah. Say that again. Also, Markiplier's in Poppy Playtime 2. Bunzo the Bunny says his birthday. Nice. That's cool. But yeah. Now what do we talk about? Because I think we've finally gotten through every single thing that I wanted to talk about today. Do I just glaze the Seattle Seahawks for the next 20 minutes? Is that what I'm going to do? I don't know. I'm excited. Hey, Super Bowl, first appearance since 2015. So, it's been a long time. I remember, well, I was like 6 or 7 then. So, I was around that age. I vaguely remember us losing at the Super Bowl. Bro sounded like Patrick Star while yawning. Yeah, I have that effect. If you think about the long and hard Alex Bergman's Beetlejuice Fitz Eggman, that's true actually. I'm curring for the Patriots. Rooting? I'm just going to say rooting for the Patriots. Stop saying 6-7 2026. Make me. It's not going to die. I didn't let the low taper fade meme die. I'm still saying it to this day. If we're going to have these yearly memes that just stretch every single year, you can't let them die, bro. Like, low taper fade, that's still around, right? Right, guys? You know? Right? I think if we stretch low taper fade in 2025, I think we could do it with 6-7 into 2026. You even said 6-7 while checking the Whippy Kid books. That's true! Oh my goodness, that didn't even come to my mind. I'm losing track of reality. My own self-awareness is completely gone. I'm just like a normal person now. A pleb. Plebeian. An absolute buffoon. That's what I've become. I've been befuddled by the mysticality of normal life. Non-brain rotted stuff, you know? I might have to get a job. Now you gotta do the hand movement 2 times. Reminds me when I saw the Sonic movie 2 Super Bowl TV spot and I was so hyped one on the Death Egg robot. That's true. Oh my goodness, that was so hype. Oh my goodness, that was so hype. I remember at the beginning of 2025 you said that you'd bring the low tip fade meme in 2026. Yep, I've always been doing this, guys. I've always been doing this. 100%. 100%, you know? No one expected the low tipper fade meme to be as big as it did. No one expected 6'7" to be as big as it was. But hey, if it was so big, why not carry it over, you know? Until there's actually a new meme, I think I'll keep saying 6'7". I won't think it's cool to say 6'7" anymore when we get a new year-long meme. I think that's when I'm gonna stop. Cause dude, low tipper fade meme died when 6'7" just started going around everywhere. But yeah. No, it ain't. No, it ain't, I would have to assume. Yep. No, it ain't. Sonic the Hedgehog Boom, the live-action remake, coming soon. Oh, man. Could you imagine Sega finally going back to Sonic Boom? I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Sega would ever decide to go back to Sonic Boom? I think they would. If they were really good about it, I think they totally could. I think they could definitely bring Sonic Boom back, like have a little redemption arc for them. You don't think so? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah. I think so 100%. In fact, I think it was a mistake to end Sonic Boom. Quite frank with you. Yes, because 6 is canon according to Frontiers. That's true. But she was also in the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. I think that's where they get her from. Have you guys noticed? I love Too Bad self-deprecating. That's true. Remember that one? Remember the cutoff moments in Sonic Boom? So good. So good. That show... Sonic Boom's the best Sonic show. I'm going to say it right now. It's not a good Sonic show, but it's objectively the best show out of all of them. It's a great sitcom. You know? It's actually funny. It's great. I know they wouldn't, but I imagine they would bring back Sonic Boom. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. The actor for the mom in Home Alone died. I did see that. Rest in peace. That's really unfortunate. 70, what? She was like 72? She's like 72? 71? Okay, 71. Wow. It's crazy. Another confession? Go ahead, man. But yeah. You can clown on me for that too, but I think it was a mistake. I do think it was. I probably will get clowned on for that. Like, tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up to a bunch of notifications saying like, oh, you suck. Oh, Sonic Boom. Ooh. And then I'm going to, like, they're going to link me a Twitter post that has like 270,000 likes saying something like, this guy don't know what he's talking about, or L plus ratio with the clip of me saying Sega shouldn't have ever, Sega never should have gotten rid of Sonic Boom. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. I'm not gonna get canceled for saying anything outrageous. I'm gonna get canceled for saying Sega should bring back Sonic Boom, or not. They should bring it back, is that they made a mistake canceling it. I think that's what. Like, if I really had the choice to now bring back Sonic Boom, I wouldn't personally, because I do know how big of an impact it made on the franchise. It's almost the end of the month. That's true. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! It's almost the end of the month. Woo! Hang out with the creepiest people like an artist. Ooh. 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 No, not for me. Artist? Ew. Sonic's 2019 movie design is in my top 350. Really? Ooh. Be angry at you're like an artist? What? You got Valentine's Day? Nah, we got Sonic movie, bro. That's true. That's true. Dude. Generational lock-in. I don't know what I was thinking about there, but I remember, like, find your inner child. I would assume that says inner child like artist. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. But, yeah. I remember Sonic... I was like, dang, Valentine's Day? I gotta get a date for this thing, man. Then I broke my leg. Nah, of course I couldn't see on Valentine's Day. I mean, be angry at your art like an artist? I am angry. I'm angry at my art all the time. All the time, quite frank with you. It's a problem. Weird. It's a new second, which means punch your wall right now. I don't want to punch a hole through it, though. It's a new second, which means we are closer to the Rise of Infantry trailer. Nothing ever happens, guys. Just remember that saying. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens, guys. The trailer is a figment of your imagination. Now that you bring up art, I want to show off my art. Now, lol. And do it to a poster? Oh, which one should I do? Let's go to that first Sonic 2 one right there. Let's do that. Alright. Have you guys seen that one South Park clip? Where, like, one of the boys is trying to get back their brother? And, like...
Butters, you made me stay home on Christmas. Come on, right now, we're gonna go.
There, boom, I did it. Are you happy? You guys also get a look at my feet, so that... Weird. You also do a little jab if you didn't see that, too. Okay, ready? Ready? We're gonna do this one now. Right, ready?
Wah! Ow!
That hurt. Can't believe you would make me do that. Alright. Good boy. My dogs. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hold up. I'll get my dogs. It's okay. Just me. Stop scratched. You're okay. It's okay. Hey. Okay. Good girl. Don't worry, guys. They're fine. Oh, man. Ah. Alright. Whoa. I like how these things can move so much. Like, I could stretch them forward and backwards. It kind of annoys me. What? It's been almost 6 years since the first song. Oh my goodness, it has. Wow. It has. Oh my goodness. Wow. Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're done. Riley. Quick. Please, SanicBoi, I need this. Do some crazy S while he isn't here. What do you mean? Cartman and Kyle were those two boys. Thank you. I always forget the names of the South Park kids. Mostly because I don't watch South Park. Maybe I should. Seems like a good show. But, yeah. What did that say? Hi, SanicBoi. Sorry I'm late. You're good, man. You're good. Want to feel old? Sonic is 35 years old. He's 34 in a couple months, actually. Actually, he's like 34 and a half. Actually, I was 8.5 years old since the first movie came out. Wow. 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 I just watched the whole South Park Iceberg. Nice. Dude, I love Iceberg videos. They're such, like, good things to put on in the background. So nice. Like, especially if you, like, know nothing about the topic at all. Like, it could be, like, disturbing movie Iceberg. It will be the most interesting video you've ever watched. Like, have you guys seen, like... Or, like, just, like, Wendigoon in general. You guys ever watch him? He's great. I love that guy. Subscribe to him to this day, you know? One time I felt it hurt. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, like, Wendigoon, like, just pump on a video. You don't even have to know what he's talking about. It's just great, you know? I saw a Sonic 3 Iceberg and a Sonic 1 Iceberg. Ooh. Those might be good watches. Or maybe not. I don't know. Like, Sonic Icebergs, like, they're kind of, like... Well, I think you guys can understand why that kind of sounds just a bit boring to me. Because, well, I probably know all that information. It's just being regurgitated to me. But, yeah. Confession number 4. Alright, go ahead. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Let's hear it. Can't be nearly as bad as the other one. Even though I didn't have nearly as much of a reaction to that one. Even though that was, like, the craziest one I think you've made. I gotta stretch. Get up, hold up. Have you listened to the Doomsday song, aka Fortnite by Chewy Cat? I have not. Why? Get up on the chair. Make it lean. Yes, it could, like, rock back. What do you think the next Sonic game would be called? Not Sonic Eclipse. Definitely not Sonic Eclipse. I don't think that those are real whatsoever. Sonic Spire could be a good one. Maybe, you know? Sonic Frontiers 2 is also a pretty good guess. Especially with the information that we have now. Which is nothing. So, I could very well see Sega calling it Frontiers 2 because of how well that previous game sold. I want to turn your voice into Sonic XC, do a scary voice, and I'll add sound effects. Run. Was that tough? I'm sorry. Maybe it wasn't tough. Sonic Pantheon? Pantheon? I don't know what that says. I can't sound it out. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Sonic Horizons? Tough? Alright. Cool. Sonic Horizons? I'll add the effects. Alright. You know, I don't even think we're getting the next mainline Sonic game this year. I think it's going to be another spin-off. Like, how about Sonic Glazed Donut? The Sonic the Hedgehog show is set to release on October 25th, 2026. What? What are you talking about? I know there's a Sonic like show that's in the works, or at least according to Daniel RPK, but it has an official date now. Is there something I missed? Did I miss it? Or even Sonic Borderline? That'd be tough. I like that. Sonic Borderlines? Or Sonic Borderline, you know? That'd actually be kind of tough. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get good. Let Sonic Team cook on their new game for as long as possible. That's true. January Fools. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Yo, yai. Hey, what's good, man? How you doing? Sonic Horizons? Yeah. I think that's a good contender. I hope it could come out this year. You think so? Maybe. They do still have time to reveal it, which is true. I think anything past February, I think you're too late for a mainline Sonic game. Especially if they save it to like the Summer Games Fest or something like that. I think they're going to show it off at another PlayStation event, which will... Apparently there's one that's been leaked, so... Unless it could be a remake, though. I mean, that's what I'm saying, though, is like, it's not going to be the next mainline game, it's going to be like a remake. I think it's going to be remake, remaster. I think that's a pretty good guess. If you think about it, if you see a prank someone... If you can prank anyone any day in April and say that's true, but I think everyone knows like April 1st is April Fools. I don't think you can really like mess with it too much without people just finding you annoying. I saw an iPad kid grab a kitchen knife the size of his arm and threaten his brother. What? There are rumors of it being an Unleashed remaster. Hope not. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. I think they should save that till 2028 and beyond, because we have Unleashed recompiled. Far be it for me to say what Sega's competition is, because, well, I don't know. Or at least big competitions in regards to the fan base. But Unleashed recompiled is actually pretty big. Like, I think they were legitimately planning an Unleashed remaster for this year, but then they saw Unleashed recompiled, I was like, oh! Uh-oh! Yikes. Yeah, I got it. Let's pivot. Let's pivot. We'll put this on the back burner and get, like, a smaller game. I do genuinely think that, by the way. If it's an Unleashed remaster, then... Oh, shucks, I was wrong. But, I do genuinely think that Sega is looking at the success of Unleashed recompiled and saying, dang it, they beat us to it. I think that's what it is. But yeah. So maybe, like, Lost World. They should port Lost World, because it only has, like, a PC port, and I think that one's really bad. It's not a good PC port. So, yeah. Sega's biggest competition when it comes to Sonic is not other corporations, it's the fan games. That's true. That's very true. How about Sonic 06 reboot? It can bring into the canon. They should have done that a long time ago. In fact, if Sega was smart, they would do another pairing up with the fan stuff and go with PO6, and then just use all of the assets he made, make like cutscenes and stuff like that, that actually makes it fit into a brand new story, but still fits within the continuity. I think that'd be great. Have the newer voice actors come back, you know. It could be Sonic 06, or Sonic 06, or Sonic the Hedgehog remade, or, you know, something like that. Relit, because, you know, because the Flame of Disaster. But yeah, you know, something like that. I think that'd be really cool. In fact, they should get on that. They really should. I know Chaos X wants to like remain as like just himself, you know. It's for free. But especially because he isn't going to put in the work to do like cutscenes and stuff like that, so it's not the full game. I think Sega should step in, just handle the story, and then have that be the end of it. All they have to do is work on cutscenes for like a year, push it out as another game in 2027. That's what they should do. Or even this year too, I think they could do that. Yeah. Especially because of how many animators they would have on that project, and that's the only people they'd need. Like, it'd go pretty smooth, I'd say. Oh, man, sorry. Something in my throat. But yeah, they should do that. I don't know why they don't. And remove Elise? Ooh! See, I don't see how you can make the story of Sonic 06 be even remotely similar, especially if we're going off of my framework of using the original 06 levels that Chaos X has remade. I just don't see how you could do an 06 story without Elise. Or at least Elise in somewhat of a capacity. Like, if you want to change her to, like, being a hedgehog like Sonic, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. But, like if you want to go in, like, especially with, like, the kissing stuff, like, that's what I'm saying about the remake of the story. You don't have to touch the gameplay whatsoever because it's already perfect. But yeah, like, go in, remake the story. If you really want to, keep Elise, but just, like, make her like a hedgehog or something like that, so it's not, like, weird when they kiss. And, well, you know, I think that's pretty much good. Maybe have better animated cutscenes than instead of just using, like, the mocap. Or, like, what they did with Generations is just slap new voice lines onto the old cutscenes. That was weird. I don't know why they did that. Especially because I know they had the budget to go in and reanimate those cutscenes, so... They did it in Shadow Generations. That one shot of Rouge, they had it in the old Hedgehog engine. That looked pretty good, so... A Sonic Prime game, in my opinion, should have been like Dispatch, where you can choose the outcome. That'd actually be pretty cool. In fact, we should have more Sonic games like that. Funny enough, I think the Sonic Channel web posted art of Elise, but made her more anime. I think that's what Sega's kind of leaning towards in terms of their human character designs, is making them far more, like, anime aesthetic, which I think it's fine. I have no problem with that. But seeing, like, characters like Unleashed, that was perfect. Like, it suited Sonic's world so great. Like, I can't believe they averted from that whatsoever. I know and the reason Sega doesn't do anything with them is because Unleashed, hate to say it, it wasn't well received. And I think Sega still knows that, even though this fan base is kind of, like, flipped on it. But, so I think they're going back and reversing every single decision, which is weird, too, because you'd think they wouldn't keep the boost formula around if Unleashed wasn't, like... Or they must remember the fact that people actually did like the day stages. But still, I think stuff like that is massively influences Sega's decision making. Like, I think the only reason Sonic isn't stuck on Nintendo consoles now is because Lost World and Sochi 2014 and what was the other game? Sonic Boom were all complete failures. I think that's exactly what it was. 100%. Like, Lost World barely sold anything, at least in, like, normal Sonic numbers, like, all time. Sonic Boom had, like, only 500,000 sales between the Wii game and the 3DS game. And Sochi 2014, when was the last time you've ever heard anyone talk about Sochi 2014 Olympic Games? Legitimately, when was the last time? Unless you're actively going out and searching for that stuff, you never hear about it. You never hear about it. That's all I'm going to say. You never hear about that one. In fact, there's barely any discourse around any of the Wii U Sonic games. And that's why we're not stuck on Nintendo consoles now, is because Sega realized that was a failure to do so. So now they're going full multi-platform no matter what. I think that's great, because honestly, I have a PS5, and having these games in full 60 frames per second, HDR, I think it looks great. But I can't believe Sega decided to do that. We could have had... Exclusivity deals have ruined the Sonic franchise, I think, even more than Sonic 06 did, just by itself. I think so. And that's going to be my ending statement, because the live stream has officially reached an hour now. So I thank you all so much for showing up to the live stream. I will see you all whenever I do next, which will most likely, hopefully, be the Chaotix Case Files review. And, well, yeah, I will see you all when that video drops or whenever my next community post is. Bye.